Cooking with Miss O and my friend Gus Arundel, he's part of this show now.
And I'm just so glad to be back, Mary Beth. I hadn't been on in a couple of months. We just got crisscrossed and everybody going in different directions.
Yes.
So I sure am glad. Thank you for having me back.
Always. Love having you here. And of course, we're going to talk about Springer Mountain Chicken.
Absolutely love Springer Mountain Chicken. And you've got the individually, the 4-ounce breast is what it would be. 4-ounce individually wrapped breast, and they're really trimmed. They're hand trimmed good. And as you can see, there's no fat on them. And it's a great product. You put it in the freezer. That's what I do. That's all that I use. I take a bag out. It'll thaw out in the sink just with regular, just kind of not warm, but just tap water, and it thaws out in less than 10 minutes.
I know,
and
it's
individual,
wonderful.
Individually wrapped, resealable bag.
Right, that's what I love about it.
I do. Just like I said, take what you need, seal it back up, throw it back in the freezer.
And it's no problem as a widow now that if one of my kids stop by with their family or something, I can just open it, pick it out, and I can do something.
It does make it convenient, especially convenient for you and those grandkids.
Yes. I have 3 grandkids now, a granddaughter and 2 grandsons. Yes, and I just want to tell you that God is so good because they have healed my broken heart. They are just wonderful. Now, you know, I'm a Clemson graduate, and you're a Georgia.
Yes.
And we don't hate y'all as bad as we hate Carolina. So when
that's nice to know.
Yes, we know. And so, actually, I like Georgia, but anyway, and I don't hate Carolina either. But at one of the games, they had my grandson, my youngest grandson. He's 19 months old now. He's Hampton, and it's my son-in-law, and he was teaching him, do you like the Gamecocks? And he says, no way.
That's really cute.
I know. So,
and he's 19 months.
Yes, well, he was doing this at 16 months.
Oh,
no
Lord.
way.
Okay.
Is that not amazing?
Getting him early.
So, because he was at the Clemson games.
Good. Get him to say Springer Mountain Farms Chicken.
I think you need to put a tiger paw on here.
No.
You don't think so? I think that would be just wonderful.
No.
So, enough teasing. I want to tell you about a wonderful Sunday dinner meal.
What are you going to make today?
Well, you know, I only do the stuff that's in my cookbook. All of y'all know that when you do a recipe, you should have it in your pantry. If you've done my pantry and my cookbook here.
It does.
Right here.
Grab the cookbook, Mary Beth.
Yes.
It's a great cookbook.
Well, a lot of people don't know this. This is the wallpaper in my kitchen. This is the curtains in my kitchen. And that's how I did this. And then a company, well, they're wonderful people down in Clemson, and we've been friends forever. We were in home group together with our church and everything when we were just married, had babies the same time and all. And they now have 3 children in the mission field. And they do all the printing they did for Clemson and everything.
Right.
And so they worked it all up for me. And if you get it wet,
wipe it off.
Yes, it's wonderful. And I wanted it small enough so it could go in your purse.
Yes.
And then you're in the grocery store and you can just set it in where the babies sit.
Yes.
And then you've got, because I have all of the grocery lists for each of the chapters, so you don't have to even have a grocery list. Everybody's too busy to make grocery lists, so they can just turn it to wherever they need when they're going down the aisles.
And another great thing, Mary Beth, there's a lot of cookbooks that have been made. They're getting better at it, but they've got the binding in the back. And so you can't, and you got to lay it open, and it's like this.
And you have to put a brick on the side of it.
And you got to put a brick on it to keep it down, whereas this, it's got the binder on there. You can put it around like that.
That's right.
Put it down, like I said, cook with it. It's great. We really like it. Springer Mountain Farms.
That's right.
So on the cover there, gives you all our attributes too. So that's good. And I have no idea, what are we going to cook today?
Well, we're doing the organic vinegar, which is excellent for digestion. We're doing the olive oil. It won't clog your arteries. And we're doing the golden, I got these in Ingles, and I think about in every store, the yellow, they have a different name for it. So all we're going to do is cut these up, and I'm going to show you how to do this for me, and I'm going to tell you.
What is the difference between this and an Irish potato?
An Irish potato does not have the nutrients that this does.
This is a yellow potato.
Sweet potatoes are your best.
Correct.
For nutrition, this is second best.
Correct.
And then just stay away from the white potato.
So stay away from the Irish potato.
Yes. Well, any white potato. And red potatoes are
when
good.
you say white, you're talking about the inside.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, yes, that's what I'm saying. And then this has more potassium and all than the Irish potato. Okay.
Well, I always learn something when I'm
So-
here, and I just learned I had my potato lesson.
Yes.
So thank you.
So
Okay.
if you don't want to eat a sweet potato today, eat a yellow potato, because then you're getting great potassium, and it has a lot more nutrition to it that the
Good.
Irish
Well,
potato
I'm
doesn't.
going to try those too because I'm not much on sweet potatoes. A lot of people love them and everything. I like
Well-
sweet potato pie.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yes.
that's good.
And with fresh sweet potatoes. Oh, I
Yes.
love that.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something else too. In countries that eat potatoes, sweet potatoes and yellow potatoes, they have a very low rate of suicide. In countries that eat white potatoes, they have a high rate of suicide, and it's because of the nutrients in the potato that are not in the white potato.
I understand. The yellow potato makes you happy.
I guess so. I guess.
Okay.
But it's the potassium and the vitamins and nutrients that are missing.
That balance you, balances
Yes,
in your brain.
yes. And if you're worried about, everybody's worried about eating starches.
You know,
Well,
this is completely off the wall. You know, but on doctors, you know who has the highest suicide rate on doctors? It's dentists.
Dentist.
Dentists do. For some
Yes,
reason,
was
I don't
gonna
know why,
say
but it's
that.
dentists.
Yes, I did know that.
Well, I guess if you were hurting people all day, then you feel
Bless
bad
his
about
heart.
it. I
Well,
don't
he's
know.
not eating the right potato.
That's right.
That's one of it. Huh? Okay, so, you know, this is my mom's salad dressing jar, and we're going to do the zesty Italian. Now,
Right.
you can do a bottle of zesty Italian. You can buy that at the store, but it does not have the nutrients that you're going to get from this. It has a lot of chemicals, and with my daughter,
You're saying
we
if it's-
stopped all our chemicals.
If it's pre-mixed,
Yes.
you're saying like
buying a bottle of.
Yeah, well,
there is
oh.
a bottle of zesty Italian.
Yes.
It does not have the nutrients. And what we want to do, everybody has been asking me, why do we have to do this and stuff? And I said, you don't have to do it. But this right here, if you shake it up and you take a tablespoon of water every day, you will not have any indigestion, no hiatal hernia, nothing. And it also helps you poop too. Sorry.
yeah, it just
Yeah.
keeps everything moving.
It does. It keeps the whole digestive system. And some people do a tablespoon to about 6 ounces of water, and some do half a tablespoon. You can do. It's pretty strong when you do a tablespoon.
You're talking about
In the water.
a tablespoon.
Tablespoon of this in water to keep your whole system going.
And take
yes,
it every day.
yes.
But it's
Okay.
got to be this vinegar.
It does. This is organic, and it's the best in the United States, and it's been around for a long time.
Well, just keep it shook up
That's right.
because it settles out.
It does settle out. It's got the mother in it, and the other vinegars don't have the mother.
Okay.
Okay, so, see, mothers are very important. Now, what we're going to do now is, we've already got our chicken cut and done here.
Correct.
And so we put 6 in there, and then we put
So
a
have
frozen-
we've got 6 in here.
Yeah.
You put all 6 out of the package, and that's what the recipe calls for.
Yes, that's what it calls for. And then we put frozen green beans. You get these at Ingles, and they're organic. It's Earth Farm, and I love them. I've used them for years. Okay, even when I was at the co-op and couldn't get organics, we got.
I understand. And these are cooked already.
Nope.
They're raw.
They're raw.
Okay.
They're raw. Okay, and I'll leave that there so you can see it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take 6 potatoes.
Is there any correlation between 6 boneless, skinless breasts and
Yes.
6 potatoes?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it is. And I've got a little one and a big one here. So we are going to cut them in quarters. Okay, now
Okay.
these 3 big ones, we probably cut them a little bit more, but basically. And then this is a wonderful knife. It's Pampered Chef.
And watch your fingers.
Because
Don't
you
want
could
any
lose them.
ketchup out here.
No, we don't. Leave the skins on.
Great.
Yep. Now we're just going to toss these, and why don't you cut this
I
one?
sure will. And
Thank you. And I'll make the dressing.
as I've already proven about my ignorance about potatoes, it is yellow. If y'all can see that.
Yeah,
right
it
there.
is. That's
yellow.
right.
It's pretty yellow.
It is pretty, isn't it?
It is.
Yellow is one of my favorite colors.
Do you know what
I'm gonna
page
do the
this
vinegar first.
is on, Mary Beth?
Now, huh?
This recipe, do you know what
It's not
page?
in my cookbook.
I'm sorry, it's not
No,
in the cookbook.
no,
Okay.
this is stuff out of my pantry that
Correct.
I'm making a whole different meal with. This is going to be in the new chicken cookbook I'm working on.
I like that. She's working on a Springer Mountain Farms chicken cookbook.
Yes.
But they can go to your website, I understand, and
Yes,
get the
Tobe will
recipe.
put it
right?
up
Tobe
and they'll
puts
get
up.
it. Yes. Now, this has all the measurements on the back, but I use my mom's salad dressing. It was, when this first came out, this brand, Good Seasons, back in the 50s, they had the dressings bottles for them. And so I
How
bought
old do you
hers.
think that bottle is?
I think it was at the end of the 50s, beginning of the 60s when that came out.
So it's a good 50 years old.
Yeah,
It
I
has
guess
had
you're
a
right.
lot of salad
Yes.
dressing.
It was
and
all
I
of-
just see that on there. It says Good Seasons. That was the
That's
name.
it.
That was the name of
See, that's it.
Well, I
That's
bet.
the only
Good Se- It
dressings
still
I
is.
use.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's
Well,
still there.
my-
And your mom used Good Season.
Well, yeah, because see, my grandmother was Austrian and German.
Correct.
And she came over between the First and Second World War with her sister and brother. And they ate this way. So here I was in the South, and all my friends had Crisco and all that. We didn't do any of that. This was on the table almost every night, but we had a
Lard.
salad. Yeah, none of that. So anyway, that's why it's called Southern Food Healthy. I've taken all my grandmother's things like the vinegar and the olive oil and so many things like that, and the healthier chicken.
And you know, one thing that I've noticed about this yellow potato, it's a lot moisture.
It is,
It
isn't
is.
it?
I mean,
Yes.
the moisture's
Yes.
just running out of it. Like where if you got a white or Irish potato, I guess it's real dry.
It is.
Yes,
You're
but they're
exactly
very, very
right.
moist.
Now, in this jar, we do vinegar first. I always have to look. I need y'all to know that somebody said I look like I'm just common and everything. Actually, we have to go to a break right now. We'll see you right back in just a minute. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
To be set free. We're sent from heaven above.
We're back.
We are, and Gus is going to try in the mornings or the afternoons. I take a teaspoon or half a tablespoon of the vinegar in water.
Yes.
And it keeps me from ever having Tums or any of that kind of stuff.
Okay, and so
or gas X or anything.
she fixed me up with a
Yes,
teaspoon
yes,
and just a little bit of water.
right.
And I've never had this before,
know.
so we're going to try.
You're not
it.
going to pass out, I promise.
Okay, I hope I don't throw up. Make them ruin our cooking show,
know,
wouldn't it?
I know.
All right, here goes. Here's looking up your address. It's not bad.
See?
In fact, it tastes pretty good.
And
it
you
really
won't-
does.
Yes, and you won't have any digestion problems if you do this.
But I like it. And I said, and I promise you, it's not bad at all. It really tastes pretty good.
It does,
It
doesn't
does. And I'm learning so much. And I've got the yellow potatoes.
Yes, and now we're making the dressing that's going to go over all of this.
Right. And
We've done them.
how much of the vinegar did you put in there?
Can you read that?
No, not without my glasses.
Yeah, me neither. So let me see. Because it's on the back of the package, you can do that. Alrighty. It is, for the vinegar, 1/4 cup, 3 tablespoons of vinegar. Wait a minute. No, it's 1/4 cup. And then water is 3 tablespoons. And then
1/4 cup vinegar.
yes. And
3
then 3 tablespoons of water. And then I put this in, and then the rest
Put in the good seasoning.
is the olive oil.
We did that. We haven't without a funnel. That's great.
And it's a 1/2 cup for the olive oil. And so you don't have to worry. It's on
1/4
the
cup
package.
of vinegar, 1/2 cup of olive oil.
Yes. And then
Olive
I
oil is
have a
good for
little
you
line.
too.
Oh, yes.
I cook with
I was
olive
raised
oil.
on that. Do you?
Yes,
Good.
I do.
But you got to be careful. My daughter was doing Mother's Day for me about 2 or 3 years ago, and she had her new little boyfriend that turned out to be her husband, who I just love dearly. And they were doing Mother's Day for me, and they told me to go sit on the porch, and they had the windows open on the porch, and all of a sudden all this white smoke was coming out of the windows. And I hollered in, I said, "Do you need my help?" I didn't want to make them feel bad.
At least
but
it's
I
white
thought-
smoke, wasn't black smoke like
and I thought, now if they answer me, I know they're okay.
Yeah.
So they said, "Mom, it's okay, everything's okay." And Kevin said, "It's all okay, it's really okay." And I said, "Well, there's a lot of white smoke coming out of the house right now, so I just was wondering." And they put sweet potatoes with olive oil in the oven, too hot.
Ow.
So don't do that,
Okay.
okay?
That's a lesson. That's another lesson for today.
So you got to be very careful with olive oil when you're using it in the oven.
Because it burns,
smokes up.
It
Well,
smokes up, or it's got, what do you
it's
call it,
not like-
low flash point, something like that.
I don't know what it was,
Yeah.
but it just can't be on a high.
Did it smell like olive oil?
It smelled, but not like something like a regular fire. It was strange smell. I was more worried about how much was coming out the windows.
Like camping out.
Oh, wow, yes. Okay, now,
Okay, so
let's put now,
shake that up.
let's put these,
All right, want to put the potato.
all the potatoes on top. We've put the chicken on the bottom.
And the potato man.
This takes 6 hours on high, and it is wonderful.
6 hours. This is going to be a long show.
Yes. Well, guess what, Gus?
I bet with the magic of TV.
Yes, I had to borrow my daughter's crock pot, and she said, "Mom, don't leave that at that station. Just bring it home." I said, "I'm bringing it home, but it'll be empty."
This your daughter's crock pot?
No, I had to buy this one because I had one and left it somewhere. I take food places and all and just forget it.
you forgot
That's
it?
terrible.
Well, what's even worse is they didn't call you and say, "Mary Beth, you left your crock pot here."
I hadn't thought about that.
Okay.
They said, "Oh, Mary's big, she won't know. We'll just keep it."
That's the old Mary Beth. She won't know. Okay, so
Okay, now
you got
all
the
we
salad
do.
dressing made up.
Yes, now I'm
And so you've got chicken, you got the beans, we got the yellow potatoes
Right.
that are very moist.
Yes.
All right,
And
and-
now you are going to pour that all over till it's all in there.
Okay, don't drink it.
No.
Pour it.
Pour it.
That's easy enough.
As a kid, I loved it so much, I would drink some of it.
That looks really good. I mean, already it hasn't even
Smell
cooked. It smells great.
Yes. Yes.
What
it
about
does.
our tomato? Or tomato?
Okay, I'm going to rinse off this little pad here, this
Okay.
little cutting
Right.
thing in this,
Food
and
safety.
you're going to cut that.
Okay.
I've already washed the tomato.
I don't know when the show will air, but I got my tomato planters.
Do you have
Put
them?
them out today. I sure
Oh, did
I'm
you
getting
really?
ready. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's wonderful.
Yes, my sister, I've got a sister, an older sister, and she always gives me, for Easter, she gives me tomato plants.
She does, so
does.
you're ready for
It's
those
kind
plants
of
to
a tradition,
come.
so I'm ready, yes.
Yes.
Yes, and she gave me, I believe it was 4 plants last year, and I had over 1,000 tomatoes.
Are you
Sure
serious?
did, off those 4 plants.
I didn't get one, not one.
Wow. Well, I'll bring you some.
Yes,
I sure
bring
will.
us some. What kind
And-
do you plant?
well, okay, that's my next thing I was going to tell. I've really found out over the years that the just like a good old what do you call it, a big meaty red or whatever, ruby red or whatever,
yes.
just your basic tomatoes do a whole lot better. She's given me some exotic strains like a Mr. Stripey that's got these purple and stuff, and they just don't yield like the good old
they
Better
taste
Boy or
good?
something like
I
that.
like Better
They
Boys.
do, they take, yeah, but Better Boys actually just your basic, I guess, good old homegrown or regular tomatoes.
Yes.
You get these exotic brands, and no, they just don't.
She's-
To me, I can't get them to give me the tomatoes like a Better Boy.
Yeah, I like those better.
They are.
Oh, they are good. I mean,
Okay.
Okay, now you remember, all you do, you have tomatoes. You know how to cut a tomato.
Yes, but how do you want it? Do you want it sliced in?
Yeah, sliced.
Sliced,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I do. And then we're going to put the lid on this. We're going to turn it to high, and in 6 hours, it will be done. And that's your meal with a tomato.
Okay, tomatoes on the side.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Because we got to have something colorful.
Yes.
We've got the green beans, and you need something in the yellow-red family always. When you have something in the green family, that's healthy.
I understand.
I wanted to tell y'all too, a lot of y'all probably have already seen The War Room, and it's excellent. And it's by the Kendrick brothers that are in Georgia.
That's correct.
They're wonderful. And Priscilla Shire, Tony Evans in Texas, has been a wonderful pastor. And this is his daughter who is in it. And it's about a widow and how she asked God to give her one girl at a time to disciple because her marriage was not perfect. And after he died, he was in the military, she realized that she wasn't the wife she should have been biblically.
Those
And so-
marriages are tough. I got a
Yes.
friend of mine, he says they ought to call it compromise. Instead of
I know
marriage.
somebody else said you should call it combat.
Combat.
But no, mine was not combat.
Yeah.
So,
No, you had a great marriage.
I did. I was blessed. Let me tell you, some of us women don't realize how the enemy attacks us. And so we take it out on our husbands. So Priscilla Shire has done a Bible study, and I'm getting ready to do it with a bunch of young ladies that are over in the central Clemson area at my home. And the only deal is when I do a Bible study, I have to fix dinner for everybody. And I love that, though.
I bet you draw a lot of people to Bible study then, I guarantee it.
So I don't know if they like the Bible study. But
they like the food,
No, I'm
yeah.
just teasing. I'm teasing. But anyway, I've already done this twice myself. And I can even look back and see in my marriage the things that I didn't do, that that I didn't understand that the enemy was attacking. And so
You didn't take it out on your husband, did you?
yeah, probably.
Man.
I'm a woman.
Well, I just don't see how you could be
Sometimes.
mean. I just don't.
Well, it wasn't that so much, but it was just,
Putting pressure on him.
I didn't do that. I just sometimes told him, I said, I think you probably need to take Marie out for a little something and do
Yeah,
something with her.
yeah,
Take Josh out and do, and he did it really good. But I
Well, and
probably
you can't
shouldn't
do enough of that. And I say this because I'm sure that you're the same way. I've lost both my parents, and I, as you know, you used to come see my. Oh boy, I try
loved
to
your
see them
mom.
every day. I go see my mother. I planned my schedule
I know
around
you
my
did.
mother, so I could see her every day. I'd see her in the
Yes.
morning or at lunchtime. I'd take my lunch hour and I'd go see her. And then after work, I'd always go see
I
her.
know you did. He had the happiest mother I've
She
ever
was.
seen.
She
Really,
really was.
she
God
was.
bless
And
her.
you were really wonderful.
Well, she was good
I've
to me.
told people that.
Well, thank you. But
We
anyway,
need to
no,
take.
I hope that everybody could have a relationship with their
Right.
parents that I had.
Yes,
So my parents were
and-
my best friends.
My mom was my best friend. Now, my dad walked out, so I didn't really know
Right.
him after 12. And that's the thing I think I shouldn't have done with Tom, but we need to cut so that we can come back after a commercial.
The song that I'm singing, Hills of Caroline. I feel something in the
Well, we're back.
We're back.
And we're ready to try this.
That is correct. Boy, I can't believe 6 hours has passed away.
I know,
Isn't
I know.
it something?
And I'm going to
My
fix
stomach's
your
feeling
plate
good from
here.
drinking that
Here we go.
juice.
And,
It looks great. Tell us about your silverware here.
Yes, thanks for. We like to eat out on the porch.
Everybody does. It
And
tastes better.
so I found this at Walmart. It was wonderful. And I found glass plates. And you can just have glass plates.
Now, I didn't know that.
Well, I think they're
Yes.
they look like glass, but they're not really glass, I don't think. But I don't want to drop them to find out.
No, I think they'd break, even if it's not.
You
glass.
think it's glass? I can't tell.
I don't know, but
No,
like I
I
said, would it break? Yes, I think it would. Looks great, Mary Beth, and smells even better.
Here.
And you've got your chicken, you've got your yellow potatoes, you got
That's
your
right,
green
green
beans,
beans.
and you've got your red tomato.
That is exactly right. Is that not good?
looks
It's very
excellent.
nutritional. We have different. I'm going to do this. This is easier to get it
Now,
out.
the flavors mix in the crock pot, too?
Yes.
Yes. So they've all got the dressing flavor to it.
Yes, because I poured that on. We see how
There's
we did
nothing better than chicken marinated in zesty Italian.
Yes, you're exactly right. I do it on the grill and
It's great.
everything. So let's just pray.
Okay, please do, Mary Beth.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this food, and we ask you to bless it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. God bless chicken.
Yes, that's right.
All right, so we're going to check it
Now,
out.
I
here.
want to talk to y'all.
I want to try one of these yellow potatoes first.
Let's see. You can do cut green beans in this if you don't want the whole ones, if you've got little kids, because sometimes they can choke on the hull. Is it good?
That is so tender. That is. Now for the best part, we'll eat the chicken.
It's tender, isn't it?
It is good.
And my daughter's 19-year-old baby, he loved all this. He ate every bit of it.
19 months old.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. I'm
Let
making
him grow
myself
up.
old. That's right.
You had him on the show. He's a cute little fella.
He's coming back.
Okay, great.
He's going to come back when you're here. And I'm hoping I'm going to get my other two over here. They've been sick all winter.
Where's Molly?
Molly's in school, so I
Okay.
have to take the kids in the summer or in spring break.
Excellent, Mary Beth.
It's good.
It is good, and it's flavorful. And one thing I did notice, there may be a reason for it. Why did you not add any salt and pepper?
You don't need it because it was.
Like I said, I don't think you do. It's,
No,
no,
I
no,
didn't
it's got
know.
plenty of flavor
Now I
without
have
it.
to tell you the recipe.
And better for you.
Yes, yes. The recipe came from my daughter's mother-in-law. They were over there for Sunday night dinner a couple of weeks ago, and then Marie did it, and it's wonderful, isn't it?
It is
And
great.
her name is Debbie and Schmidt. And I want to thank you, Debbie, for that wonderful recipe. She loves to cook.
It is a great,
And I could
great
not
Debbie
have a
Schmidt.
better mother-in-law for a friend.
Oh,
really.
wow.
Serious.
Isn't that great?
Yes,
Because so many people don't get along. You know, they call them
Yeah.
outlaws.
Well, I love both the mother-in-laws. I think they're precious, and they're all wonderful people. So I've been really blessed. And Gus, it's good, isn't it? It's a good Sunday dinner, you know, because you don't have to do anything. You can do it on Saturday if you want, and then reheat it in the crock pot on low for Sunday
it's
if
a
you
great,
don't want to
great.
cook on Sunday. But if you get up early and put that in, 6 hours, you'll be home. Have these plates stacked up and napkins, and have the chairs ready out on the porch.
Absolutely, and just serve it up.
That's right.
That's good.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mary Beth.
It's been wonderful
I've
having you
enjoyed
again.
being here
Thanks
so much. I have. Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Slowly rising.